We're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Assuming we have audio right now.
It looks like we do. I just need to check one more thing. Yep, we have audio.
Okay. Yay!
Yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chronicles of Divastara. I am William, or Shawnee, and I am your game master for this D&D 5th edition campaign. I wanted to say Chronicle, which is not far off considering the nature of the game. But joining me today, we have Yare.
Hi, I'm Yari, and my character is currently in the dinosaur's mouth, but they are also Morgan Thompson, human paladin.
Get upon the dinosaur's mouth. Wait, no.
No. Wait, don't do that.
I mean, you do you.
I was gonna say, I don't kink shame.
Yeah.
I'll kink question.
Roll
I don't
36.
kink shame.
Roll 36.
Yes, Scaly and Vor are both fetishes.
And the Zodiac system.
Hi, I am Julia of the Zodiac system, and I am playing Ygraine Hexblood, Ygraine Bonechur, the Hexblood Witch.
There we go. And Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I am playing Molly Malone Clemens, the human investigator time operative, or for short, a frustrated academic.
People out here reinventing the wheel.
Stop it! Stop it!
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Astra. She is she's Chucky, but not.
She's a doll with a heart of gold.
Gold. Yes, that's definitely what's in there, and not murder.
I mean, if you're talking metaphorically, a heart of gold implies greed more than real like good qualities. If we're being perfectly honest here, like if you're talking about heart of gold in the same category as heart of murder, like
it is a heart of gold because she's going to take molten gold and pour it in your chest cavity until your heart is covered in gold. You will still be alive to witness this.
I will need to write that one down.
Is that just the prince from LA by Night?
I mean...
But, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, believe women, happy
Envy
month.
Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Call your payment processors, continue to annoy them. And I think that's it at the moment, unless anyone else had announcements they needed to make.
Nope, we're supposed to be positive on this stream. Nope.
We're not going to get banned, but I know what you want to say.
I am positive things are going badly.
But when last we left off.
Oh, happy Hooptober for those who celebrate.
I'm assuming that starts before October?
It started today, actually. It runs from September 15th to October 31st, and it is watching 31, actually it's 34 because there's some extra credit, horror films in a particular set of categories. I started today with Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo Gore Police.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard three
if you have any questions about what it's about, it's all in the title.
I was about to say, I think it's self-explanatory. Like
it is Starship Troopers if David Cronenberg made it.
Oh, that sounds fun as hell.
That sounds hilarious.
Like fascist propaganda satire, but with organic dick guns.
What a sentence.
We're not even being subtle with our metaphors, are we?
No, like I'm not kidding. Literally a dick gun.
That
Here's
sounds
the thing.
amazing.
I know you're not.
It's fantastic. 30 seconds in, you know exactly what movie you're getting.
How, I hate to ask this question. How long is this movie?
About an hour and a half. It's like
normal movie length.
hour and 32
Oh,
or
like a
something like that.
pretty standard.
Pretty standard movie.
Standard
length.
90-ish minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Of course, yeah, sounds about right.
I was like a minute and I'm just laughing at all of this stuff that's horribly offensive and over the top violent. Yeah, it's great.
I kind of love that it starts. What's it called? Hooptober.
Hooptober, because
Hooptober.
in honor of Toby Hooper, because you
And
always
Hooper,
have to
yeah.
have a Toby Hooper movie in it.
I'm kind of amused that starts because today is from September 15th to October 15th is Hispanic Heritage Awareness Month.
Yep.
So I think it's interesting that two things start on two very different things. Start on September 15th.
Also, happy Hispanic Heritage Awareness Month.
Yeah. It is
Yep.
also the 10-year anniversary of Undertale's release. One of the best games of the last decade.
Nice.
That's the one with the fonts.
Yeah, there are a bunch of horror
That is the one with the font
horror
skeletons, yes.
anniversaries today. I just don't know what they are because I didn't do the post yet.
Yes, all the skeletons named after fonts are from Undertale.
Yes.
Ooh, Planet of the Vampires came out today, 60
Oh.
years ago.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, legitimately, if you haven't played Undertale, please play it. It's one of the best games of the 2010s.
I've been in
Mhm.
I've been in the same room while it's being played.
You should play it.
You don't know me that well, do you?
Fair. Not a big gamer.
Katie's not a playing video game.
Katie,
kind of
Katie
person.
throws controllers.
Fair.
But when last we left off, our group, in search of potential allies, made their way to the home village, home air quotes, village that Morgan had been exiled to after being thrown out of the city of Rumor, discovering that it had thinned out over the past however many months, with most of the children and families of children moving closer to the city to try and get away from the wilds, with those that remain being those who are too stubborn or bloody-minded to let the forest push them out. With that in mind, the offer was made to arrange a meeting that might offer those remaining individuals a chance to do something a bit more impactful with their resistance and join up with your crew and take positions upon your gauntlet runner to help crew it and provide extra services. But while patrolling the wilds, while people were gathering for that, something big began to make its way out of the wilds, as if being pushed toward civilization. That something big being an Tyrannosaurus.
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Holy shit.
Okay, I have to ask. Did you do the Tyrannosaurus on purpose?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, continue.
You are married to my sibling.
I know. That's how I know it was on purpose. I had to ask.
We have a lot of the same jokes because we grew up doing the same shit. But the group engaged in combat, preparing to push this creature back, and very swiftly ended up with Morgan in the Tyrannosaurus's mouth, as the beast proved that it is in fact quite dangerous. And we return to the top of the round with Ingrid, whose player is not with us today. Trevian is not available. But in that particular case, I feel like I know what Ingrid is doing, which is to say, attacking from stealth with a short bow.
Doing the rogue thing.
So I'll go ahead and make that attack. That will definitely hit. That will deal damage, and I will apply snack attack. Which is going to be. How many
Was I the one who
D6s?
infected you with snack attack?
No, it's I
Okay.
did that before I knew you.
Okay, because I know I was doing it with Solas Haz's daughter's girlfriend
Yes.
in the Final Fantasy game.
No, just his daughter. His daughter was the rogue.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. No. Her girlfriend was the Reaper. Right.
Was the Reaper, yeah. What's the okay? He did not have his sneak attack value on his character, or they did not have their sneak attack value on their character sheet. What is the?
At
3d6.
5th level, it's
3d6 or 2d6?
pretty sure.
Went up at 5th.
I think that is accurate. That's one of the 12s. It'll be 23 damage. Ouch. Astra. Well,
All right, I'm up in this fucker's face.
No. That's all true. That's me.
I'm up in this fucker's toe.
accurate.
Roll 36.
That's gonna be our bit for the night.
fair
is.
point.
It
That is
is.
actually a really fair point. All right, I'm a hit it a couple times.
All right,
Dirty 20
that'll hit.
for I don't have another weapon currently, so it's two hand. 10 damage.
Yep. 10 damage will apply.
And then second attack.
That'll hit.
And I will. Why not? I don't see myself using a spell slot in this fight. I will use my new thingy.
Eldritch Smite.
Yep.
Smite.
Gimmick infringement.
So I'm doing an extra 48 force damage. How big is this thing?
It is huge.
Oh, good. I can give it the prone condition then.
Aha. Does it
Uh,
just get it, or is
Wait.
there a save involved, or does it just get prone?
All it said. Let me look at the full read. Let's see. It's Eldritch Smite. Deal 1d8 force damage to the target plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot. That's why it's 48. And can give the target the prone condition if it's huge or smaller.
Yep.
No
if it's
save
huge or smaller,
listed.
it just gets knocked prone. All right.
Guess what? You're not in the air anymore.
You're still in the dinosaur's mouth, but you're closer to the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So
Cloak, as it is.
there's
not
my
prone.
1d6 and then add 4d8.
Dear Lord.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did that not come? Oh, it's still rolling.
Dice still.
And it
roll.
did not come through. Fuck it. That's why we have dice in here.
Ayo.
It's the exact same
20.
number that I rolled on the other side, except the other side was a 4, a 6, a 3, and a 7. So 20 force damage.
So 30 damage total.
Yep.
as
Plus the
I want-
initial 10.
As I want to point out, this small-sized doll with a ghostly sword
Yep.
just sort of golf swings up into this thing's leg, and there is a massive thunderclap of force as the entire massive dinosaur goes tumbling sideways to the ground.
Nyeh. That's my turn.
Ouch. Morgan.
What are the exact conditions that are on me? Is it grappled and restrained? Is it just grappled?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Because
it
I'm
has
just
the
grappled, it changes things.
If the target is a large or smaller creature, it has the grappled condition, escape DC 17. While grappled, the target has the restrained condition and can't be targeted by the Tyrannosaurus's tail.
So yeah, I wouldn't have the movement to swing my sword, so I'm gonna have to do this. First off, just in case, bonus action, in case it tries to go for me again, the runes across Morgan's gauntlet stretch out again and reach out to Astra. I am doing one of my channel divinities. It is, where is it? Features Seal of Protection. For 1 minute or until I'm reduced to 0 hit points, that creature is resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. At any point during that minute, either I or the target can use my reaction in response to taking damage to reduce damage from that source to nothing. And then the effect ends.
All right. Yeah.
I am
so
then going to
get
cast-
you
Go
get
ahead.
one. You get one free. Ignore the damage, and then the effect.
Correct. Or if it tries to go for Astra, she is resistant or can just reduce it to 0. One or the other. And then I'm going to use my action to cast Command on the dinosaur. The word is drop.
It is what?
The word is drop.
Oh, drop.
All right.
Okay.
What type
Put
of
me
save
down.
is that?
Wisdom save, DC 13.
Would you believe me if I told you that a Tyrannosaurus is actually proficient in wisdom saves?
No, because that doesn't sound right, but I believe you.
You know what?
Only a
I
12.
can see it because you can't
They're
give them a
hunters.
high wisdom score, but you need them to be resistant to fear-based stuff because what the fuck is a T-Rex going to be afraid of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it. Either way,
It-
I am now let go.
Their intelligence and charisma scores are bad, and saves are bad, but their wisdom save is
Yeah,
actually
they're a
like,
hunter. It makes sense.
half decent. But they do fail.
Yes.
As they fail the save, and on their turn must drop you.
Hmm?
Let me. in
Thankfully,
fact-
I'm not up in the air, so I'm not getting to take damage from that. But
drops whatever it's holding and then ends its turn. So yeah, on its next turn, the creature drops whatever it is holding and ends its turn. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex does not get to continue fighting on this turn. It simply,
clever girl.
as it, under your command, just kind
I
of
was-
opens its jaw and lolls its tongue out, and you, covered in dinosaur saliva, to sort of roll off of its tongue onto the ground. Like a dog giving up a chew toy.
Also, I've been waiting a week to do the clever girl joke.
Molly.
I am going to use my crossbow on fire. I know that's not its name, but that's what I'm calling it.
Fire,
Uh,
fire.
Fire, fire! And I'm going to do exploit weakness.
Well, first you got to hit. Unfortunately, the target is prone, so you are at disadvantage on the attack because you're far away, shooting a
Okay.
prone target. But they're not that
Um,
hard
Actually,
to
it's a
hit.
T-Rex.
Can I move first?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
You can move 6 spaces.
Roll 20 is fucking up my shit. No, every time I move my mouse, it moves the map, and it's stupid.
Click again and see if it just is accidentally holding a click for you.
Otherwise, refresh.
Yeah, Jesus.
Roll 20.
I'm
It's
assuming.
good because it's free.
Would you like to just move 30 feet closer to the enemy?
Yes, please. That didn't. It'd help if I could see the damn thing. Okay, there we go.
In fairness, this does not necessarily sound like a roll 20 problem and more of a wet problem.
Probably. I'm just gonna blame roll 20 because I like blaming roll 20.
Oh, legit. It knows what it did, and if it doesn't this, it's something else.
So I am going to use my on fire crossbow.
Roll an attack. You are at disadvantage, but it's not that hard to hit a T-Rex.
Where do I click that?
It has the query on, so just go to Combat tab and hit the and go scroll down to Fire.
Okay.
And it will ask you if you want to roll with advantage or disadvantage. Go ahead and roll that again because it didn't roll with disadvantage, just to see if it gets lower. We'll take the second roll there because that was technically 3 rolls, but it still hits. So go ahead and roll damage. That is 11 piercing and 3 fire damage. And you said you wanted to use your exploit weakness.
Yes.
Which damage type would you like to give it vulnerability to? My guess is piercing.
Piercing.
Yeah, that'll be 22 piercing and 3 fire damage.
Just a casual 25 damage.
25 damage. Boink.
NBD.
Yeah. As you do.
Thunk that arrow into a critical weak spot on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Anything else in your turn?
No.
All right, Kiara. I believe Zodiac, you wanted to handle taking care of Kiara.
Yes, I did. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't. Okay. We are going to use Radiant Flame.
All right. Roll the attack. 8 will unfortunately miss.
That tracks.
That was a 3 on the dice. Yeah, that tracks. You want to do anything with the bonus
I'm
action?
going to use. I forget. I'm going to use Divine Aid. I'd like to use Bless. I just have to remember the range. It's 30 feet, isn't it?
Yes, it is 30 feet.
Um,
Means that she can reach actually everybody except for Astra.
Fantastic. Yeah, she will use Bless then.
So who are your 3 targets?
That will be Morgan, Molly, and Ukraine.
All right. Morgan, Molly, and Ukraine gain the effects of the Bless spell. Which means that as long as the spell lasts, you can add an extra D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws, I believe.
There's a button, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Hang on, I just cast Bless. You bless up to 3 creatures within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll for a saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds 1d4 to the attack roll or save. Does not cost a spell slot because it is the use of Divine Aid. All right. Anything else in your turn? On Kiara's turn.
No.
All right, Alsana.
Alfana will run up and join the crossbow gang over here. Does Alfana go faster than normal? No. Unless
cunning
as
action.
Tiger.
She is Tiger and can cunning action dash.
She is currently Tiger or
Yes, she is currently in hybrid form.
hybrid. Okay. But the extra movement speed is only in Tiger form, so that's fine.
Yeah. But she does have cunning action and prowl.
Yeah, do I even... Okay, can I get there? I can actually. I will absolutely use the cunning action to get up to the dino. And just start I can pace 1 with a bite attack. Okay. So she's gonna make one claw and one bite.
All right. You do have advantage on this because the target is prone and you
Yeah.
are right next to it.
Advantage. A 26
Will hit. Roll damage.
for 11 damage on the scratch.
All right. Make the attack for the bite.
And a critical hit. Everyone but me, including my own rolls.
Roll damage.
For 20 more points of damage. Is it still?
It is still alive, but not looking
no, is
great.
it still Voltapia's thing, or is that just
No,
from Molly's
it's,
stuff?
it's only for the one attack.
Okay. Literally everyone has rolled a crit, including the T-Rex, including me, but not on Morgan.
Ygraine.
Okay, Ygraine is going to cackle, and this one will pierce sharp the generic witch's cackle, dying. And then is going to, all of her hair is just going to levitate like static as she begins to rise up into the air and cast fly. That will continue her hex from last turn, keeping all of the chains attached to the T-Rex. Still, anytime it hits a 20 on the die, it becomes a 1.
Right, I forgot that.
Would have been nice last round.
Anything else?
That is it for her turn.
All right. I know how Drevian plays. Ingrid is going to stealth and just kind of move positions.
Uh-huh.
Astra.
All right. We go snacky smack.
You have advantage.
Cool.
Morgan's about to be so disappointed.
Yeah.
The 26 to hit. I assume it 26 hits.
26 does hit, yes.
All right, I'm going to expend my other spell pack. Actually, oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will expend my other spell pack. So when your attack damage is, so there's 12 plus 48, 40 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I think Astrid sees an opportunity and proceeds to do what I can only describe as the most Chucky thing I can think of, which is jump on its leg, use my human letter opener, to or people opener, as you could refer to it, to climb up with, to get all the way up to the head and then just stab repeatedly in the head and and write it down.
In my personal recollection, that would be the Nifty from Aspen Hotel.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
okay,
fair.
To me, it's the Shadow of the Colossus.
And I feel like Astrid does have a bit of Nifty energy.
A little bit.
And yeah, you as this thing is trying to get to its feet, you just sort of climb up its back, stabbing it repeatedly as you go.
Yep.
And just drive the blade repeatedly into its head until it goes down.
Yep.
Leaving a triumphant doll straddling the fallen corpse of a gigantic dinosaur.
While shouting some of the across, let me see, what languages do I speak? Across Common, Elven, and Halfling, The most offensive group of profanity that you can possibly imagine, with lots of dye in there too.
Several people's families, the names of several gods, everything is getting profaned in that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
The dinosaur falls. As the battle quiets and the forest slows down for just a moment, I would like everybody to roll me a perception check.
Not at advantage. 11.
10.
Oh, god damn.
This tracks. Okay.
But what if second T-Rex?
Ukraine?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I get a perception check from Ukraine?
Yes.
Should we also do for Kiara and Alsana?
Yeah, might as well. They might be your saving grace in this particular instance.
Legitimately.
It's looking strongly like it.
That'll be a 28. Yeah, that's another nat 20 for Alsana.
Okay, so public rather than whisper. Yeah, so with a 28, Alsana in her hybrid form kind of sniffs the air, turns, her ear twitches, and she turns and points wordlessly in a direction. And as you follow her gaze, you look and you can see, just sort of standing a few rows of trees back, a tall individual dressed in long, calling them robes feels like a misnomer because the entirety of this individual's garb appears to be made out of natural materials. And when I say natural materials, I mean unprocessed natural materials. Like, this robe is made out of what appears to be a mixture of animal hides and leaves and various bits of plant growth. And the hood that lays over them is what definitely appears to be just like the head of some woodland beast with antlers rising up on both sides. They wear like wooden bracers and bits of wooden armor across their frame, and their face is completely hidden by a blank wooden mask that has no real features aside from a pair of holes for eyes where you can just see a faint greenish yellow glow that just barely marks them out from the forest. This individual carrying a wooden gnarled staff in one hand as they observe the events going on. They say nothing and turn and step into a tree. They seem to meld inside of it as they disappear from sight.
Fucking coward.
Are
Strange things in these woods.
are
I can
we?
appreciate the fashion sense. Ygraine says from about 30 feet up in the air.
I mean, I'm at least going to try. I know that the odds, because of the length of the spell, are very, very low. But I'm gonna try to get to that tree and follow through the tree walk, the tree stride, or whichever.
You run up to the tree and put your hand on it. Solid wood.
More of those offensive words come out. This time in an accusatory sense. I cannot throw them at this person, so this poor tree is being slandered very heavily.
Morgan groans loudly in the pain of being chewed up by a T-Rex, puts a hand to their own chest and lays on hands for a few points for a little bit, and then pulls the shield out of the ground. The roots snapping back into place on the edifice itself. It means now we know they were sent.
Yeah, but who has a freaking dinosaur?
And somebody with a lot of power and influence. If I were to guess, that would be the Archdruid that created the archaic wilds.
Powerful enough to walk into a tree? Solid guess.
Is Igraine still in the air?
She's still flying.
How's the view from up there?
Fantastic.
See anything?
Anything sticking out particularly at 30 feet in visual distance?
At the moment, mostly just trees.
At the moment, it is mostly trees and, the various flora and fauna that comes with that. Friends, of course, but nothing auspicious or suspicious.
Well, we'll take that win for the moment.
I'd say anyone else hurt, but I think it was literally just me.
Do you need some help?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you see the glow start to fade as the Leon Hands finishes. And some of the puncture wounds and the what little skin is visible start to heal up.
Okay, because don't do that. Oh, I'm fine bullshit, and then fall over and die.
I am doing. I'm not doing amazing, but I'm not about to keel over quite yet. That helped.
I proceed to fall over.
Thunk. Right next to the tree.
Yep.
Do you need some help?
Weak groaning noises from the doll. How obviously over dramatic are these noises?
Let's see how my performance score goes. I mean,
Middling.
do I inspiration the most useless role ever? Yes, I do.
Welcome back, El.
For the lols.
23. I am dying.
Yeah, Astra, at the very least, seems like they are in a great deal of pain.
I
don't think I can beat that with an insight.
can't.
No.
You are welcome to try.
Molly is just gonna look around her in somebody who's more knowledgeable about these things. Can she actually get hurt, or is that kind of an impossibility? I really don't know how this works.
You
In fairness, you have seen me actively get hurt before.
Yeah.
And require healing.
She has been injured before.
Okay.
You can make a doll.
Katie, the player, has
No, legit.
forgotten completely.
Yeah. Morgan makes their way over, but knowing that Astra wasn't hurt in that fight is assuming something else happened.
Yep. I ran up to a druid's tree. Anything could have happened to me.
Okay, that's about the assumption. It's is there a spell on the tree?
Yep. When you come up, I'm lying on the ground, and I look up at you, and I wink.
The slightest eye roll.
Kiara, being far more kind-hearted of an individual and not really knowing Astra well enough to know what she's doing with people. will run up and very concernedly kneel down over the doll and start looking for any form of damage or anything that she might be able to try and heal or rectify.
All right, I got 2 people over. That's enough for me. I
She's
pop up.
fine.
I'm healed. It was a curse from the druid that required 2 of my closest friends nearby to stop.
Oh, they must be invisible then, because I don't see them.
See, that's the sad part. If friends is a requirement, y'all are the closest I've got.
Kiara,
I think. Wait a second. That may be the sappiest thing she's ever said.
Actually, also the saddest.
Kiara being the
Friends
most
are
genuine,
unneeded.
Kiara being one of the most genuine people you've ever met, like reels back at that and like catches her breath because she had been legitimately worried that you were in mortal danger.
Perfect.
Scared me deeply.
She's fine, Kiara. She's
Astra
fine.
is rolling on the ground laughing right now. Look, somebody needed to break the tension of the fact that we just fought a dinosaur.
And you decided the best way to do that was to take advantage of somebody else's kindness?
To play a joke.
To be fair, now that the fright of the moment is passing, Kiara does bust out laughing. Because she is, again, a very genuine,
Right.
earnest individual.
As
Sorry,
long
in that big ass library of yours, did they have anything called comedies? I feel like I'm not being engaged with.
listen, as long as both parties are laughing, it's a joke. If only one party is laughing, it's just cruel. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
No, then it's not a funny joke.
Okay, so now that we fought a dinosaur and seen the latest
I get that,
performance from Astra, what next?
Go catch up with Margrave, and I mean, so I want to see if you can eat T-Rex.
Nope. I mean, no for me, but I don't eat, so.
Yeah, for the ones who can.
Kiara kind of pokes it. I mean, it looks like any other form of very dense muscular meat. It'd probably be very gamey, but edible.
I was going
That
to
just
say
makes
with
good
the right spices it could work, but also it is a predator, so lots of lean meat. I would have to add extra fats. These are things I know how to cook, just are laborious.
I mean, plenty there. We need food for the travel and food and extra food for people
You
here.
can-
So
All right, dinosaur
You can
jerky
smoke
it
lizard
is.
meat.
sounds good to me.
Correct.
Kiara, still in tiger form, just kind of extends a hand.
You mean
And-
Alsana?
With Alsana. Alsana just kind of extends a hand and extends those extraordinarily sharp claws. It's like, well, time to butcher a Tyrannosaurus. First experience for me, but not the worst.
Like I said, dinosaur jerky. Let's go.
Sometimes the forest provides. Sometimes it's one-eyed things from whatever fucking plane. Yeah, I'm more gonna help out where they can. They don't have proficiency in close utensils or anything, but you know, has a sword.
So, as Morgan, Alsana, and Ygraine said about butchering a dinosaur.
I am going to watch out of academic interest. I know how to butcher a lot of sentient beings, but not a dinosaur yet.
A grain will help having like it will be coaching along the entire time, like where to cut meats. Like it is basically a giant chicken.
Not incorrect.
Molly is gonna hang back with the doll and just start taking notes.
As
Because holy crap, a dinosaur.
as they continue the process, Alsana accidentally cleaves through a bone and like pulls it up. Huh. Hollow on the inside. Mostly anyway.
That must be why something so massive is able to move so easily.
Makes sense. Still taking
That
notes.
does mean, however, that most of its weight and all of that thundering we heard was in the muscles.
Which
Mhm.
means there's plenty of meat.
Yeah, and I can tell I had some fucking muscle.
Are you doing okay?
You can still see there's some bleeding. Like she's at 34 out of 54. She's not doing perfect.
Like, should we wrap that up or something? Like,
I'll get to it when I get to back to town. I'll manage.
because I don't want that shit to get infected. That's just no good.
It's fine. They'll just take a night's sleep, and for some reason, it'll all be gone and perfect. For reasons that make absolutely
Ignoring
no
long-rest
sense
rules, I
whatsoever.
can also cure diseases.
Yes, no, for sure.
Nah, I should be fine. Paladin bullshit. I'll manage. It just hurts. Turns out being a T-Rex biting down on you pretty fucking hard hurts.
I can't imagine being a chew toy for something that large would be a peaceful endeavor.
But you've lived to tell the tale.
Yep. That's the fun part. And none of you got hurt.
Alsana kind of cracks one of the bones open and starts to just gnaw on the marrow as she continues to butcher. She says, I would not recommend trying to eat any of those don't give any of those bones to me. They will splinter.
Good to know.
This is why you don't give bird bones to dogs.
But cats are okay.
Where
they tend to grind them.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Where are we gonna put all these spoils?
Alsana kind of waves
probably.
back, kind of waves back, and then whistles. And the gauntlet runner stomps its way over on its own.
That too. But also we have places we can keep food, probably. Like, there's probably a storehouse or like a butcher's or a small little someone who has a place for meat somewhere in town.
We will be able to slice this into portions that can be manipulated to fit within a different space.
Exactly.
Along with salt. Barrels.
Just checking. Do we have salt barrels?
We can get barrels and then fill them with salt crystal. And
Morgan would
sweet
assume
and
probably
sugar
not a
cane
ton of
is-
them on hand normally, but can be obtained.
Well, as it turns out, we do actually have some spare salt, says Margrave as he shows up on site, flanked by a handful of skeletons.
Perfect time. I was just about to look for you.
I heard the commotion and came to investigate. I see you've already got things well in hand.
Yeah.
I killed a dinosaur.
Oh, I see. And now you're butchering it.
Yeah.
They're butchering it.
Waste not, want not.
Might I keep the bones?
Well, now I'm suspicious.
Just kind of looks
Yeah,
over at Alsana jokingly.
Yeah, I have to.
Alsana looks over. I mean, minus the femur that they cracked into, but sure.
Yeah, I say you'll have to fight the tiger for them. So. Do with that as you will.
That's fine. One bone missing should not impede the assembly of a skeleton.
You making a dino undead?
Dinosaur skeleton seems like a valuable beast of burden.
It's got a
I don't hate it.
If you are able to sculpt bone and you have a metric ton of bone,
I didn't hear anything anyone said because my internet froze there for a minute after Margrave said dinosaur skeleton seems like a valuable beast of burden.
I think Zodiac was the only thing that said something. Only person that said
There
something.
were other casual comments, but Zodiac was saying something more substantial.
Yeah. So if you want to repeat that, sorry.
it's gone from my brain.
Something.
Oh, if you have the ability to sculpt bone and you have a metric shit ton of it,
If you had the ability to sculpt bone and you have a metric ton of it, you can end up with a lot of thralls.
Of what?
Thralls, creatures that follow your bidding. She will point down at the familiar as the yarn golem kind of wobbly steps up beside her and then thumps into her, just sort of leaning against the leg.
Oh, hey, it's doing its Astra impression.
we have a view bot in chat, by the way.
Oh, do we now?
Get the banhammer.
Well, hello, dear friend.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Goodbye, dear friend.
But yeah. As the evening goes on, as you all continue to butcher the meat, and Margrave collects the bones for reanimation, for purposes of creating a beast of burden. And as the evening wanes on, eventually you all gather back in the village, as those that remain in town have all been gathered by the druid that led the remaining defenders of the town, whose name has escaped me beyond this point. I believe I gave you her name, and I do not remember what it was.
I also do not remember.
And if no one wrote it down, it's gone forever.
Yep.
Well, technically, it's not gone forever.
Yeah, technically, I could go watch
I am not
the VOD.
digging through the VOD.
Which is now up, by the way. That's the only problem with Legend Actually. Those of us DMs and storytellers who don't take notes and change things of characters or change accents or shit like that, there's a record that we fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm open when I just forget a thing.
Yep.
I will actively say I have just forgotten what this person's name was. But yeah, she has everyone gathered as also the YouTube live is still saying Bones of the Past from episode 8. For some reason, we're live. The YouTube one is still on that. I don't know if it doesn't copy over.
That was the name of last week's episode.
Yeah, okay. It's the premiere. Okay, I was like, is it us live now? But no. Okay.
No. That was I posted whenever I post the videos. If I schedule them, they are premieres. If I just post them, then they're still premieres because that gives it a little bit more preference for the SEO.
Yeah, but with that in mind, the rest of the villagers are gathered around. The druid speaks up. Well, those that remain are all gathered here. If you would like to explain particular goals and offer what we might be able to assist with, we would certainly be willing to listen.
How do I start this one? Okay. We have been given instructions by some sort of goddess to make things to destroy the way the world works. Not just Rumor, but pretty much every other city around.
Bring about change.
Make things better for the people like you and me who have been screwed over by the system. Kind of motions in the vague direction of the city of Rumor itself. To do that, I am gonna have to be heading out once we stay, maybe a couple, tonight or a couple days. We'll see what happens. But considering the current state of the wilds and the tripartite's dwindling population, it might be easier for you more rugged, stubborn motherfuckers to come with us. We've in need of an extra sets of hands, and you seem like the perfect lot. Anyone who doesn't want to, I will happily escort further inland or somewhere else if they want to.
But we have room and board, and we've a whole lot of dinosaur now, so there's food to eat. If nothing else, it's food and shelter for a while.
Get to see the world.
All right, go continue. Go ahead, yeah.
You get to see the world. You get to find new homes, possibly. At least until they, change up. But there might be someone that works with you. What do you all think?
One of you go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Whichever one of you is better at it, I feel. So.
How is yours? Yara?
+5.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. Turns out the paladin, his charisma based, has a decent persuasion score. 14. I do have inspiration. Like to use that
inspiration, yes. Go ahead and roll it again.
I wouldn't have that blessed still, would I now?
Not this time, no.
Bless only lasts a minute.
Yeah, 20. There we go.
Oh, shit.
That's better.
15 on the die. Let's go.
You've never really seen the people of Tripartite agree on much of anything. They are some of the saltiest, grumbliest, especially the people that remain, grumbliest, argumentative people that you've ever met. So to have the entire crowd just kind of go, is probably the best response you could have hoped for.
Yeah.
And that bit of affirmative grumbling comes and goes, and the druidess kind of looks around. Well, I believe that's all that remain in agreement, so I suppose we'll start finding berths upon your vehicle and make ready then.
Well, yeah. Whoever's coming aboard, get aboard. Oh, finish the meal up, obviously. Tripartite's last party raises whatever glass or stein that they've got.
Yeah, there's a cheer that goes up from the crowd as they all raise whatever drinks they've currently got on them, and make ready for an evening of partying and a morning of departing this place. By this time tomorrow, all that will remain of Tripartite are the 3 statues of the gods and some abandoned buildings.
So are we partying on the ship or in the village?
I imagine the party probably forms around the ship. There's
Mhm.
probably some inside, some immediately outside. There's probably a couple of bonfires outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan's gonna pull Margrave to the side at some point.
Yes.
Wanted to talk to you now. Everything's dealt with, and I'm not being eaten by T-Rex. We were given missive by the leader of the Necromancy Tower to bring you back home if you were willing. I don't know if that's what you're planning. Now, the job here is technically done.
I will certainly be happy to ride along with you until you return to Tarv Aldrin's tower, and perhaps I'll make that decision then.
Yeah. Welcome to stay with us. Welcome to hop off at any point. Just said bring you home if you want.
Very well. I will certainly journey with you, if nothing else.
And thank you. Seriously, it means a ton to me that you took over my job.
Yes, well, someone has to do what they can when others are in danger. And I have the skill sets to make use of whatever's around.
Yep. But yeah, no, seriously. Anything you need. I think I owe you one on that one.
He nods. At the moment, I think I've been paid in T-Rex bones, and I think that'll suffice for now.
Fair enough. And she, raises the mug and actually reaches out a hand to him.
He'll take it. Offer a light shake. He's not like he is decidedly not a firm handshake kind of person.
Yeah, no, Morgan's not putting any amount of strength into that. Like she would crush his hand.
He is a wayfish individual.
Yeah. Yeah, Morgan not tall, not super built, but 19 strength will still do it.
Yeah. Any other conversations or partying that needs to happen this evening?
The only thing of note is that Ygraine would be changing her familiar shape, unraveling it by pulling out 2 knitting needles and working super quick on a stuffed version of the next familiar, which is a mock. A small little gold coin that she knits together out of the yarn. Way too small of a piece of gold from the amount of yarn that she had. And then just sort of like pinches the sides of it as the coin splits open, reveals fangs, and 8 legs come out. And then she taps the bottom of it and it returns to the shape of a coin. And she tucks it into her shirt.
Reference, mock is basically a mimic coin.
Okay.
Which is highly amusing.
I mean, the only thing I can think of Molly doing for once is just having a couple of drinks and trying to teach people the ballad of where her name came from.
Where did your name come from?
Molly Malone, the in Dublin's fair city where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's an Irish traditional song.
Yes.
And as usual, probably people don't understand the references, but like, hey, drinking song.
Yeah, it's a new song.
Yeah, Morgan's got an opportunity to get shit faced for tonight. Morgan's getting shit faced.
Absolutely. You all have a wonderful evening. Astra, do you just kind of sit there like a creepy doll and watch people?
Sorry, what?
I was saying, Astra, are you just sort of sitting there like a creepy doll and watching
Oh.
people?
Yeah, I'm mostly just people watching. Sorry, you said Astrid.
I believe I said Astra,
You
but I might have
definitely said
Astrid.
Astrid.
I heard
Yeah.
Astra.
Oh.
Hmm.
I heard it. Anyways,
Okay.
In either
I'm
case,
watching. I'm
That's
watching.
as Astra just sort of sits there, probably pretending to be a doll, as is your usual wont.
I think probably that's accurate. Because if you act like a doll, they don't try to talk to you.
Just this small, creepy doll sitting in one corner in the dark,
Yep.
eyes occasionally tracking things, not that
Yep.
anyone is able to notice individually.
Exactly that.
The evening bears onward. And as the morning rises, damn it, that's now got 14 music in my head.
That's a
yeah,
self-inflicted wound.
it is.
Mhm.
I believe I also just inflicted it upon Yare.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
But the people of Tripartite bundle themselves into the Nidhogg, and it is ready to depart for new lands.
How were things with my grandmother last night? Since my curse is nightly.
There was certainly a very long conversation between you and your grandmother, where she expressed, shall we say, disappointment that you would be so hasty to want to dispatch her. She understands her sisters. She gets that part, but we've had so much fun together.
Okay, Incel.
Your version of fun and mine are completely different, though they do share a similar palette.
They're not completely different. Come now. We both enjoy cooking. She says with that tone difference that implies that it's not at all traditional cooking that she's referring to.
You
Great cooking.
were the one
People.
who taught me. You were the one who taught me how to use the herbalism kit when the other two would not. I technically owe my escape to you, but I owe you nothing.
Of course not. But to be perfectly honest, it was getting a bit boring in the coven. And when you saw your escape, I saw perhaps a bit of my own.
I imagine being cooped up in that place with the other two for a millennia, at least, had to have been cloyingly awful.
Gretchen does get ever so tiring at times. But out here, so many wonderful things to see. Too many delicious ingredients to try. It's been a long time since I've seen this place. And last time it looked nothing like this.
Ukraine will carry on the casual conversation that it seems to have ventured towards more until waking the next morning.
In the morning, you've got freedom of direction, and also you have access to bastions. I have given each of you a bastion profile. We can go over the details of how a bastion works on break if so desired, but I feel like at least a handful of you are already familiar. I know Katie is not.
Basically,
I
we
am
get a slight
not.
secret base that gives extra things we can do over time to get money and items and perks.
Yeah, you basically the Nidhogg has enough space for each of you to have basically your own little operations that can go on board the vehicle, where some of the crew can help with setting up a workshop, putting together an herbal garden, anything like that, that can help provide resources for the vehicle and for yourself to take advantage of. They can help provide little bits of benefits or create items for you over time as need be. And it's just sort of a thing that can be happening in the background while you are out adventuring. Each of you will get your own couple of things to manage as you see fit. But we can go over further details over the break. First question is, where are you headed?
A good question.
That was going to be my next question too.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing.
We, I believe, had discussed potentially going to Recule next.
I believe so.
Do we want to head north or south?
Yeah, because it's that or Dwifel, and I don't think we know much about Dwifel.
No. And
What is dreadful?
The one north of us. On the map. Yeah, that I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember what class this is. Is this the
Kingdom.
fighter? Yeah, is this the fighter one?
No. that's Wolkir. As if you ask, Alsana, or not Alsana, Kiara will say,
Kiara, what is the Kingdom of Difal?
the Kingdom of Dwifal is operated as sort of a crusader kingdom, which is a place of hierarchical castes and organized structures built upon odes of aspiration and assignment. Its ruler is a paladin king, a crusader and leader of men who operates as the binder and keeper of the caste system and oaths that form the structure of their society. I don't know terribly many details, but from what Avandra reveals unto me, it is a place of rigidity. When one swears an oath to a caste, or is sworn into a caste, such is their lot in life, and it is considered dishonorable or disgraceful to abandon that oath, that caste, that assignment. And yet, when such is your station, your social standing is often determined by your caste and the oaths that you are sworn to.
And I'm guessing there's not a lot of movement between castes.
Not much whatsoever.
Trigger warning, body horror. Ygraine's neck is going to pop about 6 times as her head turns when this description is given. Her head doing a 90-degree turn, resulting in her face being straight up and down.
Oh,
that sounds not entirely dissimilar to the Pact Keeper of Ketting. He thinks himself something of a god. And this crusader on the holy mission makes my skin crawl in ways that are not indulging.
Thinking. Go ahead.
I was about to say, so judging by the description of this kingdom, I don't know that they'd be particularly welcoming to outsiders.
Guess we'll find
Considering
out.
how things have been over the past, none of us have been welcoming of outsiders. That is how we got to this position.
Well, yes, I understand that, but
You mean individuals more likely or more prone to violent
right.
reactions
Yes,
than charismatic ones?
exactly. That, and I'm just not, because our choices are basically Diefall and Ricule, and let's just say I'm not in a hurry to go back there either.
I mean, in the immediate sense, Ketting is also within reach, as are the Guidine houses, or the Cratocracy of Wolkir. If we wanted, we could cross the Gulf and approach the Hittori Monastery or the Kleptocracy of Nox. Really, the only nations that are unreasonably far would be the idle nation of Asterius or the meritocracy of Vorst.
I myself am privy towards our direction heading towards Ketting, because I would like to resolve the contracts I owe.
That is completely fair.
And take my freedom.
Curious. I'm also curious what an actual nation run by one of these paladins like. But doesn't sound too dissimilar, though the difference between a paladin and a warlock, I'm sure you're aware, Igraine. You seem to work on the wording of your deals, and paladins very much work on the spirit, which means it's very open to interpretation.
Every letter counts.
Yeah.
Every misplaced period is a life. Every comma in the wrong place, an orphanage destroyed. Ketting is a place of lawlessness, controlled by one man thinking all of the laws apply at once. And none of them apply at the same time. An individual who thinks that life is all about transactions and not about connections.
So
An individual who must be killed.
So do we want, just for clarification, do we want to go to Ketting by way of Diefall or skip over Diefall entirely and make our way to Ketting?
I am not opposed. I am not opposed to going by way of Diefall. It gives us more time to prepare and to gather strength. Numbers are going to be our biggest boon in all of this. So, and they will turn their head back right ways and look at Morgan. I would start working on those speeches. Charismatic one. Unless you prefer I speak to crowds, and they will start pulling out a bunch of handkerchiefs. I got a completely different clientele, but I can get a pretty decent laugh going.
I was going to say time. I think there might be time and place here, but this sounds like a more me speed than a you speed kind of place.
Yeah, this sounds. I'm not a in front of the crowds kind of person. I tend to go more underground.
I'm also typically not, but something came over me last night. Might have been just because of my people, might because I've got some talent for it. I don't know.
There is a reason there are tales of beautiful witches luring men back to their huts and poisoning them with the right tinctures. We are not an ugly group. We are ones of charisma and character. And then she will kind of like strum a fake lute, which plays music.
Lauren chuckles. But no, if you feel the need to feel free to step in. Goes for any of you. I don't even know how well liked I'll be,
Well,
considering where my oath is to. Doesn't seem like they take kindly to inter-class kind of deals like that.
well, once I can be be immersed into it, I have a better reading on what I can do with it.
Then let's find out.
Shall we make our way then to the kingdom of Divastara?
Yes.
Very well.
Also, how
And
long is that going to take?
moving at full speed. Day and a half.
Yeah, not too bad.
Sounds good. Do you need any assistance?
The runner is acclimating well. I'm getting to know it. It should be fine.
Good.
And we have more crew for engineering assistance as I need it.
Wonderful.
We should enter their borders within a day, but according to this map, the capital city is central in the region, so that will probably be a half day to reach. Very well, then let us set off. And with that, as the Nidhogg begins its journey to the kingdom of Dwefal, that is where we'll take our break. Remember, when we take our break, you take yours, so sit up, switch your legs, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Please enjoy these commercial messages.
We're back.
Welcome back.
The dinosaur story was before the break.
I was about to say, the dinosaur story was the go live. So,
Right. It's already done.
But, as mentioned, you have a day and a half of journey before you really reach the Kingdom of Deval. And for reference, by the way, the druid from Tripartite's name is Doretta. I did put it in the chat.
Thank you.
I looked it up on the VOD.
Because I was going to make that more the hireling for the sanctuary.
Yep, absolutely.
Family.
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 Family. You can, we had a conversation about Fast and Furious in the back, behind the scenes.
Yep.
During the break, folks.
The fun things that we have in the break.
Yep.
Yeah, but any particular conversations or plans or ideas that need to be had before arriving at the kingdom? For instance, how are you planning on approaching this? Do you have any particular goals for what you're trying to find out about
That
this place?
a planning session might be
Mm.
a prudent decision.
I think Molly is going to approach Morgan first and say, how, since this is closer to your territory than mine, how do you want to do this? How should we approach this?
Problem is, while it is what I go through, it's not what I'm used to. I'm used to the religious side of things more than the actual oath stuff. My plan was to actually see what it was like on the ground more than anything,
Okay.
but I know we want to keep getting a look in to see what this Paladin King is doing.
So do we want to stop like outside the bounds? Because I mean, we're kind of very visible with this thing. So
Go through proper channels as much as we can. I think don't
right,
make ourselves an obvious enemy.
right.
From there, I know shit all about rifle.
Oh, storyteller, not storyteller, DM, whoever you are.
Same difference.
You. Would any of Molly's research from the temple have any information on Diefall?
Because you've had time to do research and look things up at the Temple of Ioun, go ahead and roll me a history check.
A history check?
Yeah. Just to see if anything you researched came up relevant. '27. Very nice.
To have a plus 11, it should be.
Yeah.
So, what you can recall at the moment is that there is there's a sense of, based on what you've been able to read about the Kingdom of Divastara, there's a sense of performativeness to at least some of the higher ranks of the society.
Mm-hmm.
As it stands, the oaths of the kingdom are essentially their social contract.
Mm-hmm.
When someone is in various degrees born, comes of age, reaches a specific point in life, they will be sworn to an oath that basically determines their role in society.
Mhm.
There are many who are sworn to the role of the guard, who will be sworn to protect and defend other citizens. There are those who are sworn to a specific trade, and that is the trade that they practice for their entire lives, so on and so forth. But the from what you have read, the king of Dwivol is supposedly sworn to an oath to lead, guide, and protect his people justly and to the best of his ability. But when the king is the one who determines when everyone else's oaths are being fulfilled or not, who is going to hold the king accountable to whether or not he is fulfilling his own oath? Is probably your primary concern.
Right.
And when the king is the arbiter of the quality of an oath, they are also the monarch and absolute power of how resources are distributed, how power is structured. So oaths that directly benefit the royal crown are more likely to receive extra resources, while those that don't are not.
Mhm.
Society is structured around these sort of caste systems based on what you are sworn to do. The sort of regimented and structured society, on surface, very efficient. But when you get down to individual details is when you start to see the cracks.
Mhm.
A society where everyone has a role and a purpose and a place works very well when everyone is happy to be in that role and be doing that purpose and have that place in society. When there are individuals who might not be completely satisfied with the role they've got in life, that's when you start seeing problems.
Mhm.
And when certain roles get more support from the government than others do.
Right. Did it say anything about outsiders?
There's not a lot of history of outsiders interacting until very recently, so it's hard to say.
Okay. Um, Molly is just going to disperse what she knows and what she's read, um, and reveal that uh, there's really not a history of outsiders, so there's really no protocol to fall back on.
Just, I mean, at the kind of reveal of like the king being the absolute monarch and certain oaths not getting the support, you know,
I
no
mean,
choice in
it's this.
if Morgan's head could crack the way Igraine's does, it would have.
It's the same. It's the same song and dance. If you benefit those in power, you get the bounties that come with that. If you don't, you aren't receiving much. If you have what is desired, if you have if you're born into the right place, if you're wealthy enough, you have more more leeway.
Yeah, no, don't I know it? And even if you are lucky, if they turn on you, you just get thrown out into the streets. But
Yeah, and I mean, parts of it are not unlike where I come from.
not
So
surprised.
just different
Same shit, different day.
yeah, basically. And honestly, if I had to guess, I haven't had an opportunity to do history on each of the history of the world yet, but I think each place we encounter on this quest is going to be more or less the same. If you benefit those in power, shit's pretty good. If you don't, shit's pretty bad.
Wait, are you telling me that corruption is the norm?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Weird, huh?
It's almost like it all.
with capitalism. Brennan Lee
Yeah.
Mulligan.
It's almost like it all needs to be burned down.
I mean, whether literally or metaphorically, you're not wrong.
You know, Morgan sighs loudly. Like rumor bugs me because it's personal. Those are again my people. I
Right.
work for them
Yeah.
directly,
Mhm.
not even just metaphorically. With Default, as someone with an oath to do such a thing, I take that extremely seriously.
Right.
You've seen me. You met me for 5 minutes.
Many a times, yes.
So seeing that oath just twisted. Right? We aren't bound to the words like Igraine is. So it's on us and others to keep us accountable. So seeing that twisted so thoroughly just bothers me.
It goes against everything you stand for.
Everything.
Sounds like something or someone needs to hold them accountable. You know what's good at that?
The person who
Right.
stabbed a dinosaur?
Fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say burning it down will keep them accountable, but again, let's not rush to immediate burn. I know you mean metaphorically.
No,
I
I don't think she does.
I mean 53% metaphorically.
Yeah, metaphorically until it becomes them.
Correct. Metaphorically until I have enough
Evidence.
oil.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, sure. Evidence too. Mostly oil.
I mean, there are numerous ways to start a fire. You don't have to limit yourself.
Yeah, but oil sticks to somebody, so then it's hard for it to to put it out.
Eh,
It's also funnier to see them run around as it burn. Not that I know from personal experience
No,
or
totally,
anything.
totally not.
I-
Absolutely not.
I think I should really teach you some history about tar and feathering. I think you would enjoy that.
Oh, what do you? I realized that it was a diviner's tower, but I did live in a wizard city. I had access to books. And
Sorry, when you
surprisingly
put-
few people, you would be shocked to know that surprisingly few people in a tower where they convict you of crimes before you've committed it. Most people won't read the scary books. So if somebody can't be pre-detected, you have a lot of reading material that nobody else is reading.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I'm just so used to people ignoring history that I feel like it's my duty to spread it. But if you already know it, then good for you.
In my case, I'm just so. It's not that I ignore history, it's just I have better things to do
I understand.
outdoors. So it's fascinating here. To be clear.
You have your oaths. I have my books.
Exactly.
I'll have something to follow. Astra has her fire and her burning hatred of wizards specifically.
One wizard in particular, it sounds like, says Kiara.
No. I mean, yeah, it's
The rest of them are a bonus.
She's not picky.
find me a wizard and prove to me that they've done nothing wrong.
I mean, It seemed like Margrave was doing just fine.
Honestly, we haven't met a necromancer on our journey that has really.
You notice that Margrave is still moving around of their own power.
But you asked for one that's not done anything wrong, and
Okay, we found one.
two,
One.
their leader,
Oh no. Leader has definitely done things wrong.
that we know of.
We don't have specific knowledge. Are you going to try to argue me that he's done that he's there's any chance that he hasn't done?
Oh no, I
Bad
believe it.
shit.
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference between nothing wrong and less bad.
Yes.
Like, and we're putting them in acceptably, acceptable here.
He's not in the ground because I can't do it yet.
Okay.
I know you like evidence and stuff like that.
I don't kill innocent people.
I don't kill innocent people either.
The wizards, there's a difference.
No, you just assume. You assume guilt.
That's not true.
You
I
convict-
find
You convict them, you kill them, and then you ask questions later.
You find the flimsiest evidence that they've made.
I find enough evidence to satisfy me.
Why are you the arbiter here?
Who?
Because
She
nobody
actually
else
asked-
seems to be doing it. Somebody has to.
See, I might not follow Tier anymore, but that's a weird sense of justice.
Oh, it's a fucked up sense of justice. I am well aware of that.
At
Look,
least you're honest.
to date, the only ones that I've killed have been in the divination tower. Now, is that because I haven't been to the other places for the most part? Yes. But I can at least say with a level of certainty, every wizard that I have dealt with has been an active part of that tower's fucked up practices.
Okay, go kill Margrave.
No, we found the one that I haven't found anything.
Okay,
done
so it's
bad
not
yet.
all of them.
No, I said it's not all wizards.
Every single wizard you've dealt with. Your words exactly.
Every single wizard that I've dealt with. Okay. I was using dealt with as a euphemism for violently and slowly, torturously murdered.
Hey, Alsan, do we have any popcorn?
Just.
I
There
didn't
is-
mean
there is
dealt
a
with
time-
as in interacted with.
There is a time and place for murder, and it is not indiscriminately.
No, Margrave is one of the good ones. So far. Until
That was
proven
like this.
otherwise. No, that's wizardist.
Point is, you're painting with too wide a brush. I'm not going to get anywhere with this.
Agree to disagree.
I think it's a bit more than agree to disagree here. She just pushes herself up and walks off.
This is better than TV.
Not
Look,
even
at
gonna
some point,
What?
Holy Warrior and Librarian are going to have a disagreement between each other, and I'm going to be sitting back watching. Not eating popcorn because I don't eat. But
I mean, I'm fully aware that I don't agree with everything she says.
It's at this point that Alsana's voice comes in from the cockpit, from the speakers, that the speaking tubes that stretch across the ship. The group of you might want to come out onto the deck. There's something going on as we're approaching the city.
All right,
Something going
Morgan.
on. Sounds ominous. Let's go
Yeah.
look at it.
Morgan,
fine.
yes,
I won anyways.
I think it's a parade.
I'm sorry. What?
There are many sorts of parades. Let's take a gander.
I'm assuming you all head out onto the deck.
Yeah,
Yes.
wherever Morgan was heading, just turns around and
So you all step out onto the deck of the Nidhogg, and you can see you are approaching in the distance. You're approaching the gates of the Kingdom of Dwifal, which as you look, you can see this city is sparkling, like brilliantly, like white and gold. And sort of like a ringed structure that sort of spirals up towards a massive castle on the center. Think Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings.
Got it.
This sort of like enormous spiraling city that sort of winds upward towards this crown jewel of a castle. And out of and going flowing into the main gates of the city is a massive procession. You can see citizens lining the parade procession path, cheering, throwing flowers. There's the noise of adulation, and you can see the beginning of the parade is making its way through the gates. At the very front is a gauntlet runner, similar to your own. This one is bedecked in ornate filigree and ornamentation, and you can see the outline of numerous cannons of some like well-armed equipment lining the sides of the gauntlet runner, and what looks like a massive sword like draped across the back, like the thing's back, as if the runner itself might wield it with the arms that look to be locked in at the side. It moves on enormous treads as it trundles forward, and standing at the very prow of this vehicle is a lone human figure, dressed in regal, splendorous armor of white and gold, with a royal purple cape draped around the shoulders, white fur accents across the neckline, with a golden crown on their head, long hair that looks like it was originally blonde, has turned more platinum with age, neatly trimmed beard, as they simply just hold a hand out to greet the citizens as their runner passes by, this triumphant crusader returning from the front. Though you note you don't see a speck of dust or debris on that finely polished armor. And as the procession of the gauntlet runner passes by, you see walking on foot the forces that accompanied this king on his journey. The deck of the gauntlet runner is lined with royal guards, similarly clad, this sort of like white and blue, heavily plate armored forces, all standing at parade rest, large weapons, powerful shields, marks of glory. But then the gauntlet runner passes by, and you can see the ground forces. The front ranks, similarly gloriously upholstered. These individuals dressed in shining armor, flowing tabards, symbols of glory and regality, as they march in perfect lockstep. But as the procession gets further and further back, you start to see what looked like more of the rank and file of this like wandering army. As you see more and more soldiers who definitely look like their armor has seen battle. You see more dented and pitted suits of armor, weapons that have seen functional use, some still spattered with blood. As the attire sees more of the wear and tear of actual use. The thing that is shared among the entire procession are trophies. From the front to the rear, every procession and squad and group of individuals carry with them the heads or various trophies taken from what look to be enormous beasts. Powerful creatures, likely taken from the edge of the wilds. Uncertain whether the Kingdom of Defal just sees a higher proportion of attacks from the anarchic wilds than other nations, that there are this many beasts to be slain, or whether this crusading force is actually journeying out into the wilds to seek beasts to slay. But it does seem like this small army is returning from the hunt, essentially, to the adulation, the celebration of the city, as citizens cheer and applaud them as they pass by. And of course, the glorious king leading from the front, supposedly.
Morgan watches on, completely unimpressed with any of this.
No. Go ahead.
There's a joke, and she kind of points out a certain row of the procession. It's like, that is the exact point where the soldiers end and the pencil pushes begin.
I'm just thinking, all I can think of is I understand he wants to be visible and he wants the glory and everything. But to put yourself in such an obvious position of vulnerability, like, honestly, like, why are you out there in front of the masses? Like,
Kiara sort of looks over that whole procession. That man has never been vulnerable a day in his life.
yeah, but he's in a vulnerable position if anybody decided they weren't happy that day.
And then
Probably
they'd
not.
immediately be mobbed by a few hundred minimum.
I'm willing to bet that there are a number of, even if he himself isn't doing it and or wearing protective stuff, there are a number of people that no matter what you try,
Oh yeah, he's
he's
guarded
not
like
vulnerable.
crazy.
He looks vulnerable.
Plus, this is a paladin. If he's not got magic on hand, he could protect himself if he wanted to, but he's got people for that.
Yep.
See, the bigger they are,
The more loudly they fucking talk.
the harder they fall.
Oh, that too, but
You watch for some time as this procession passes by. It's probably an hour before the tail end of it passes through the gates. And the civilians sort of crowd behind it, sort of following it as you take a look. It's winding. There's that main street that kind of spirals around the city all the way up to the palace. It looks like that procession is going all the way there. like winding all throughout the city so that everyone in Blue Hall proper, the capital city, can see it as it passes by. Though it does, as you sort of keep an eye on it, it does look like the lesser elements, the regular foot soldiers, are free to disperse to their own homes whenever they pass by them in the city. It does look like the crusading parade largely thins out as it crests towards higher points, until by the time it reaches the top, there will probably only be those shining armors, those particularly pristine examples, and the king.
I feel like the camera just then cuts back to us, and specifically Morgan from about waist up watching, and then from the right there's just a little hand that pops up holding some matches.
Tempting.
Shall
All
I
right.
get you a box?
This guy's gonna piss me
Just
off,
trying
I
to-
can tell.
Vanna, you're there.
No, you're for far too often as it's happening in this story. I'm agreeing with the doll. Yeah, you're past
yeah.
is, and nobody can blame you. I am just not impressed by King's.
Do not blame you. Just
Certainly seems to be getting on in years, that brilliant blonde fading to a more platinum silver. I imagine he's had plenty of time to perfect the art of the parade.
Oh, no doubt. I'm sure there's a committee.
one foot out of place and someone gets their head chopped off, I bet. Metaphorically or physically, hard to say.
Oh no, it would be physically.
I apologize for that. I thought I was muted when I said that to my partner.
You were.
You might not have been, but we barely heard it. Like I heard like a noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Means it didn't hit stream, and that's okay. I mean, I still want to see what's up with the regular folks, but I think I know everything about this guy.
Well, at the very least, the Gauntlet Runner seems to confer us a rank of prestige no matter where we go, so we'll likely not have no issues entering the city.
Oh, probably not. Probably not a problem at all. Should we head down the aftermath and risk being seen as part of his little brigade, or wait a little bit?
I mean, they've already closed the gates on the parade, so I don't think we could sneak in on the tail end of it. But
And I was worried about the attention we'd get from a second Gauntlet Runner walking in. Which I guess we'd get anyway, so.
I mean, we have a couple of options. If having a gauntlet runner seems like it'll get us through the gates, but it also gives us. But again, I'm going to stick with my vulnerability point. It does present a target. However, if that's a risk we're willing to take to get through the gates, then by all means.
If we're
Well-
shot at or attacked immediately, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, well, here's my question. What's the plan when we get inside?
There's the other part.
Yep.
Because we need a plan once we need a plan inside.
I think that's the problem. We don't know anything about the actual how the city works.
Yeah. You don't jump in the hippo's mouth unless you have a plan to kill the hippo. There's no personal experience in that involved in the choice of that particular animal.
I'd love to hear the story. Trying to see the map. So am I to understand that this green space in between is the wilds?
Yeah. The
Okay.
green space that separates each nation is the Anarchic Wilds.
Okay. Maybe, just maybe,
Maybe.
we can use the wild to our advantage. If we're a band of lost travelers, and this is the first civilization we've come across, maybe that's how we get in. Looking for replenishment or aid or
We
something.
do it on foot, it would work. A bunch of lost travelers thrown around in the upheaval on a gauntlet runner is gonna cause attention.
That's
Bunch of,
that's a little
Bunch
more
of chuck plugs
questionable,
on
but
foot.
Yeah. But yeah, if we chose to forego the prestige of the gauntlet runner, which we know most likely would get us through, and play the weary travelers card that have just braved the unpredictableness of the wilds, the anarchic wilds, might at least get us.
That may make us even more suspicious, to be honest.
what about
How many people have you seen who could travel the wilds on foot and survive?
how about I mean, we have a reason why we have this thing.
We could also leverage the necromancers.
We're just here looking for some of
Refugees.
Necro Boy's lost sheep, undead sheep.
To be clear, whether or not that is intentional on Astra's end, Tar Valdrin is a woman.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's been a few episodes, by which I mean several weeks since
fair.
we encountered that character.
Absolutely fair.
Yeah. Girl, zombie girl, or necro girl, and zombie sheep still applies.
Honestly, I
but
actually
good to
don't
know.
hate that idea.
Like, it's the easiest
actually
way to
pretty
get
good.
us in.
Yeah.
We then have a certain level of, I mean, it's false diplomatic status, but it's
I mean,
still
we are representing her.
that's true. It is
It's not even
diplomatic
that
status.
lie, it's just we have other motives.
Right.
It's not false. It's just misleading.
Yes.
Lie by omission.
My favorite. Actually, that's not true. My favorite is bald face line.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I thought your favorite was fire.
That honestly, in ways to kill people, that's not even in the top 30. It's just the most convenient and effective on a large number of potential targets.
Can I ask a question purely for research purposes?
That worries me.
How many have you thought of?
Do you want exact numbers
Yes,
or a rough estimate?
exact.
3,476. I had a lot of time to read the books that nobody else will pick up, or they will be arrested for crimes they may commit in the future.
Oh no, I'm all about banned books. That's great. No, I was just curious how long the list was.
Yeah, 3,000. I don't even remember what I just said.
476.
Yeah, 476.
So you don't have that written down by chance?
The number? Hold on. I
No,
got a piece
not
of
the
paper.
number, not the number, the
3,476.
list of.
No, it's all up in here.
Oh, I see.
I may be a living doll, but I'm still a doll. I'm still technically a machine.
Okay, I was asking. Some
Yeah.
people like to make a list.
No, legit. And nope, it is all up in here. Because see, one thing I learned, or one thing I came to realize, luckily I didn't have to learn this the hard way, is I can't be detected by the divination people. If I write things down, that can potentially be found by people, and thus my vaunted not being able to be detected by people becomes kind of a moot point.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
So yes, no writing stuff down, no leaving that evidence, no leaving other evidence.
So
That's
Well,
really fascinating.
so we'll agreed on just going in with the Gauntlet Runner and saying we're on a mission from the Necromancers.
We're
So,
looking for
yeah.
necromantic sheep.
It is actually our easiest option.
Yeah. Not actually necromantic sheep, but because that's not how Necro Girl would describe it.
I'm just saying and make at least one person curious enough to let us in.
Any
Shall I-
issues,
shall
Egrain,
I-
or are you still with us?
I am still with you. I'm sorry. There's been a lot going on in the background for me, and
Okay.
it's been difficult for me to keep track.
Okay.
You're good.
So
Necromantic sheep.
We're planning going in
mean-
on the Gauntlet Runner and just saying we're literally on a mission from the Necromancer Tower, which is not a lie.
no, it is not a lie, and would ultimately be the easiest ticket through.
I
Potentially.
guess the going back to the original question, I realize I'm talking long-term plans once we're in there, not short-term plans. What is our plan once we get in there? What are we trying to accomplish on this trip into the city?
I don't think we have enough
Information gathering mostly.
Yeah, I don't think we have information to make a proper, full, entire plan yet. I think. we
No,
figured out-
obviously. I'm sorry.
I-
I'm using the wrong words. I mean, let's plan more goals.
Yeah, next
Getting
step,
eyes
information.
on the individual that is dubbed king might be nice.
Also-
So we at least know what target we are looking for and then go from there.
I would also just, since we know what we're dealing with and since we're trying to cause change and, everywhere, maybe we should know a little bit of the history about this place and where it currently is. And that may be our clue as to how upheaval occurs.
I have the suspicion that our journey may result in visiting each of these places before we really have the power to affect change. I suspect the
Yes, which
scouting
is why
will be
somebody
division.
should write it down.
Write down everything you want.
Actually, I can memorize it. I've got that
Yeah.
now.
Nobody's stopping you here.
You can write down everything you want except for my list of ways to kill people.
Okay, can I ask one more question about that list? For now.
Sure.
For now.
That was out of character.
I love that you just died right then and there.
Just God, the ADD is strong in this one.
No,
Out of character.
she is no, this is not out of I mean, it's in character for me, but it's
Right.
also in character for my character.
Yeah, no,
Because
100%. Yeah.
She's nothing if not, like
Yep.
research.
Mm.
Can I ask what number, if it's on there somewhere, what number is the hypodermic needle full of air between the big toe, the first and second toes?
Oh, that's in the top 20. That's number 17. Because it hurts a lot. And it's hard to detect. It is agonizing, it is effective, and nobody will know that you did it if you're remotely good.
It's a personal favorite of mine. I had to ask.
So speaking of upheaval,
Mm-hmm.
Igraine, how about you and I, if we can, cause a little bit internally? We're both pretty against the higher ups fucking around with our deals.
It would be nice to give a middle finger to someone in a space of authority for once.
Doesn't have to be a big one, just a little bit of a...
It does not have to be a king. You can cause a disruption in any place with the with the proper needle.
Let's see if we can get
With
the
air.
proper drink.
Let's see if we can get the people a little bit riled up, shall we?
I walk up to Morgan and I hold up my hand again. And you don't know where it came from. You don't know how long it's been separated from body, but there is a very, very old near skeletal, but not quite middle finger.
Just like that.
Did you want to give the middle finger?
Igraine will take that.
There you go.
Mine now.
So, is it Alsano? Shall I bring the vessel in?
Yes, let's
do it.
Let's see if they.
Oh, you said, "Can I bring the vessel in?"
What?
I heard Vaseline, and I was very confused.
oh, baby.
That's
Oh my.
Legitimately, I was like,
I mean, get the gauntlet runner in there. It might be a tight squeeze, you might need some.
That's KY jelly, not Vaseline.
I was working with what I had, William.
Yeah. You work with what you got. For example, sometimes you use Vaseline instead of KY jelly.
2 ways for this.
Oh, God.
As long as you're not using grape, you're fine.
Oh no, that's
Oh
that's a
boy.
whole other set of problems. Yeah, let's see if they validate parking.
You approach the gates, and you can see the gates have this like ornate filigree of like massive golden figures with crossed halberds upon the main doors. As you approach, the gauntlet runner stomping forward, the doors kind of swing open, and these halberds like perfectly slide across each other. presenting an entryway. And as you enter into this large sort of circular entrance quarter, the center of this, I don't like calling it a town square because it's circular, but it's basically a square, is a statue depicting presumably that same king that you had just seen earlier in younger years, standing triumphantly, holding sword aloft. This sort of massive monument to this individual. The plaque at the base of which reads, just introduces the name of I literally had his name earlier.
You want to make a splash?
What are you thinking?
How is it? Yeah, King. King Darren Lightcrow.
Darren Lightcrow?
Lycra?
Crown.
Like crown.
Like crown. I heard lycra.
I was thinking something in the flavor of and she will close her fist and then like quickly open it and go whoosh. Go whoosh.
As long as it's not going to get us in immediate trouble.
I feel like destroying the statue of the king in the square at the literal inside of the gates would get us killed. Says
That's
Kiara.
not going to go well. Yeah, that's.
So how about we call that one a maybe?
It's not a no, it's a not yet.
Yes, that is a much bolder move to take. I appreciate for the reins being held.
Trust me, as pissed off as you are, just
Let's save iconoclasm for when we actually have an assault force, shall we? Says Kiara.
Yeah, let's say that until we have allies.
Yes, I do believe you mean culprits. However, defacing might not be the worst.
can you do it in a way that doesn't immediately lead back to us?
Or, in short order or even potentially long order, because we don't know how quickly we're going to get we're actually going to depose them.
Ygraine will pull out a single fairly rotten tomato ? It's kind of purple, kind of black, with bits of red spots, and just kind of hefts it in the palm of her hand.
Looks like you've been saving that for a rainy day.
This is as ripe as can be. Smells awful.
Yeah, it's ripe, all right.
Fuck it, go for it.
Perhaps save vandalism for a later time. It looks like we're being hailed. Says Kiara.
Okay, maybe not this moment.
Fine. Yeah, we can wait for it to get a little riper, I guess.
Fantastic.
As she indicates that yes, there does appear to be a welcoming committee that is approaching the Gauntlet Runner as it has found a spot to stop.
Ygraine looks at the individual that seems to be leading this party, looks at the statue, looks at the tomato, takes a bite.
Amazing.
Morgan is trying to get presentable because probably having to be the one to deal with these people, and then sees that and just like.
I mean,
has to stop himself.
I can be diplomatic if you want.
And then Ygraine will stuff that back into their bag.
We're not ready for your brand of diplomacy yet. Hold on.
As
I'm
you-
curious what you think my brand of diplomacy is.
Stabbing.
No, that's my plan for everything but diplomacy.
as
I'm
you-
very diplomatic with y'all, and you ain't been stabbed yet.
as you prepare to disembark the Nidhogg and greet this welcoming party into the capital city of the Kingdom of Duval, that is where we'll go ahead and end for the week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.